perhaps the most infamous incline known to the running world, Heartbreak Hill.
It's definitely a bit of a monster.
You say to yourself, can I actually make it up this hill?
It combines the physical part of the endeavor with the mental part of the endeavor with the emotional part.
Located in Newton, Massachusetts, Heartbreak Hill spans 0.4 of a mile between the 20 and 21 mile marks of the Boston Marathon. This notorious obstacle got its name back in 1936 when Johnny Kelly gave Ellison, aka Tarzan Brown, a pat on the back as he passed him on this very hill. The gesture only ignited a resurgence in Brown, who went on to win the race.
I think at that point it sort of broke Johnny's heart, that he had the lead and lost it. Jerry Nason, a former writer for the Boston Globe, coined the phrase Heartbreak Hill, and it has stuck ever since.
This Boston Marathon milestone continues to break hearts to this day as it torments the runners who dare to cross it. But at just a 3.3% elevation grade at its sharpest gradient, it isn't the steepness of Heartbreak Hill that makes it so daunting.
What really makes it challenging is that it's 20.5 miles into a marathon, and it actually falls after 3 other hills.
The important piece in the strategy for conquering Heartbreak Hill lies not in running the hill itself, but in running the many miles that precede it.
What's really important is to be relaxed going into the hill for the first 15-16 miles and pacing yourself there, staying light on your feet, and that way when you get to the hill, you have a little more energy and you're able to attack it.
Now, runners from the Boston area have the luxury of being able to train on the Newton Hills long before race day, but the Boston Marathon, of course, draws runners from all over the world, many of whom make their first attempt to tackle Heartbreak Hill on race day, and that's not necessarily always a bad thing.
Ignorance can be bliss for running, I think. If you're not thinking about it too much and you don't really know what to expect, sometimes you'll outperform what you think you can do.
Even for seasoned racers like Dave Higgins, who will be running his 5th marathon this year, this part of the marathon does not get any easier with experience.
It gets, it's as hard the first time as it is the last time I've done it.
But for those who make it through this grueling leg of the race, there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
It's downhill and flat into Boston. You know that the worst is behind you, and you know you're going to finish the race because you've done so much work leading up to it.
It's that emotional push you get from the crowd that puts it over the edge, that allows you to be able to crest heartbreak and smell the ocean and make it all the way to the finish line.